Welcome to MedShock Fact, where we explore incredible medical facts that will blow your mind. Have you ever wondered why your heart almost never gets cancer? This is one of medicine's most fascinating mysteries. Out of millions of cancer diagnoses each year, primary heart cancer accounts for less than 0.02%. The heart is extraordinarily resistant to cancer. In this video, we'll uncover 3 scientific reasons why the heart has this remarkable protection. Let's dive into the biology. But first, if you love learning about the human body, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our videos. To understand why the heart is protected, we first need to understand what cancer actually is. A normal, healthy cell has built-in controls. It grows, performs its function, and divides only when the body signals it to do so. Cell division, called mitosis, is a tightly controlled process. The cell checks for DNA damage, waits for the right signals, and only then divides into 2 daughter cells. But cancer begins when mutations damage the genes that control cell division. These mutations can be caused by radiation, chemicals, viruses, or random errors during DNA copying. Cancer cells ignore the normal stop signals. They divide continuously and rapidly, doubling in number every 1 to 2 days in many cases, forming a growing mass. As these abnormal cells multiply, they form a tumor. To grow larger, tumors trigger angiogenesis, the formation of new blood vessels that supply oxygen and nutrients. The first secret is remarkable. The vast majority of your heart muscle cells stop dividing shortly after you're born, and they remain in this non-dividing state for your entire life. Your heart is made of specialized muscle cells called cardiomyocytes. These cells are connected by gap junctions, allowing electrical signals to pass between them, so the heart beats in perfect synchrony. During fetal development, heart cells divide to build the heart. But within days to weeks after birth, they permanently exit the cell cycle. This means they lose the ability to divide and multiply. This makes heart cells very different from cells in your liver, skin, or intestines, which constantly divide throughout your life to replace damaged or worn-out cells. At the molecular level, heart cells produce high levels of proteins called cyclin-dependent kinase inhibitors, such as P21, P27, and P57. These proteins block the enzymes needed for cell division. Here's the critical point. Cancer fundamentally requires cells that can divide. Since heart muscle cells cannot divide, they cannot undergo the repeated cell divisions needed to form a tumor. The logic is straightforward. No cell division means no tumor formation through uncontrolled growth. This is the primary reason heart cancer is so rare. The second secret involves the heart's unique metabolic environment. Your heart is one of the most metabolically active organs in your body. Our heart beats approximately 100,000 times every day, pumping 5 to 6 liters of blood per minute, without rest, from before birth until death. To power this constant work, heart muscle cells are packed with mitochondria, which occupy 30 to 35% of the cell volume, the highest of any tissue in the body. The heart relies almost exclusively on aerobic metabolism, meaning it requires a constant supply of oxygen to generate energy. Unlike some tissues, it cannot switch to anaerobic pathways for long. Cancer cells typically use a different metabolic strategy called the Warburg effect. Even when oxygen is available, they rely heavily on glycolysis, which produces less energy but generates building blocks for rapid growth. In the heart's high-oxygen, high-energy environment, any potential cancer cell would face intense metabolic competition. The massive energy demands of the constantly working heart muscle would make it difficult for cancer cells to secure the resources needed for rapid growth. The heart is one of the most well-oxygenated tissues in the body. This abundant oxygen supply supports the heart's aerobic metabolism, but creates an environment that many cancer cells find challenging. In summary, the heart's unique metabolic environment, constant high energy demands, obligate aerobic metabolism, and abundant oxygen, creates conditions that are unfavorable for cancer cell growth. The third protective factor is related to cell turnover rate. Tissues with high cell division rates have more opportunities for mutations to occur during DNA replication. Your intestines replace their lining every few days, skin renews every few weeks, but heart muscle cells turn over at less than 1% per year in adults, meaning very few divisions occur throughout life. Each time a cell divides, there's a small chance of DNA copying errors. High turnover tissues accumulate more mutations over a lifetime, increasing cancer risk. The heart's minimal cell division means fewer opportunities for cancer-causing mutations. All cells, including heart cells, have sophisticated DNA repair mechanisms that detect and fix damage. While these systems aren't perfect, they significantly reduce mutation accumulation. These three factors work together: heart cells that don't divide, a metabolic environment unfavorable to cancer, and minimal cell turnover. This creates a multi-layered defense against cancer. Now, for scientific accuracy, we must address that heart cancer, while extremely rare, does exist. Let's look at the exceptions. Primary cardiac tumors make up less than 0.02% of all tumors. In autopsy studies, they are found in approximately 1 in 10,000 to 1 in 100,000 cases. Of these already rare primary heart tumors, about 75% are benign, meaning non-cancerous. The remaining 25% are malignant, with sarcomas being the most common malignant type. Importantly, cardiac sarcomas typically arise from the heart's connective tissue, blood vessels, or supporting cells, not from the cardiac muscle cells themselves. This aligns with our understanding that cardiomyocytes cannot divide. More commonly, cancers from other organs can spread to the heart through the bloodstream. This metastatic cancer to the heart is 30 to 40 times more common than primary heart cancer, but it originated elsewhere, not in the heart itself. In infants and young children, while still rare, cardiac tumors are slightly more common than in adults. Rhabdomyomas are the most frequent pediatric cardiac tumors, but these are benign and often shrink on their own as the child grows. These exceptions don't contradict our explanation. Primary cardiac sarcomas come from non-muscle cells, metastatic cancers started elsewhere, and pediatric tumors occur during a brief developmental window. The principle holds: cardiac muscle cells cannot form cancer. While your heart is remarkably protected from cancer, it's crucial to remember that heart disease remains the leading cause of death worldwide, causing 1 in 4 deaths. Protection from cancer doesn't mean protection from all heart problems. Protect your heart through proven strategies: regular physical activity, a heart-healthy diet, not smoking, maintaining a healthy weight, controlling blood pressure, and managing cholesterol. These reduce your risk of heart disease. While your heart is protected from cancer, remember to follow recommended screening guidelines for other cancers: colon, breast, lung for high-risk individuals, skin, and prostate. Early detection saves lives. The human body is an extraordinary biological system with countless built-in protections and fail-safes. From DNA repair to immune surveillance to cell cycle controls, evolution has equipped us with remarkable defenses. Scientists continue researching cardiac biology, including attempts to safely stimulate heart cell regeneration after injury, and deepening our understanding of cancer biology. Each discovery builds on our knowledge. So, to recap, the heart is protected from cancer through three main mechanisms: cardiac muscle cells that don't divide after birth, an unfavorable metabolic environment for cancer cells, and exceptionally low cell turnover. Together, these make heart cancer extraordinarily rare. Thank you for watching and learning about this fascinating aspect of human biology. Understanding how our bodies work helps us appreciate their complexity and take better care of them. If you enjoyed learning about the science behind your heart's cancer resistance, please subscribe to MedShock Fact for more fascinating medical facts. Hit the bell to be notified when we post new videos. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it interesting. Leave a comment telling us what surprised you most, and share it with anyone who loves learning about science and the human body. In our next video, we'll explore another biological mystery: why you can't tickle yourself. The answer involves fascinating neuroscience. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. This is MedShock Fact, where we explore the science behind your body's amazing capabilities. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.